Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kwadwo Safo. Today I have something very important that I would like to share with you. Like always, I do have the most important just for you. We are still in the education mode, so I'm letting you know what we are supposed to do in the application of scholarships. Like I said, I've got topics on students or UK students versus I've got topics on online jobs that we can do as students. I've got topics on online courses that Google and some reliable sites or websites can offer you for you to have a certificate. So continue to stay tuned to Kwadwo Safo Studios. Please like, comment, and share. Most importantly, please hit the notification button for me. Okay, hit the notification button for me. Now, we would all want to have the opportunity to travel abroad. It is not always for you. It is not always good for you to be in your comfort zone. Okay, so we would want to have the opportunity to travel abroad. We would want to apply for scholarships. But these are the 7 mistakes that I would want to let you know to avoid in the application of scholarships. So once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Kwadwo Safo Studios. My name is Kwadwo Safo. The very first thing that I want to let you know, or the very first mistake I would want to speak to you to avoid in the application of scholarship is not starting your research early. 1. So the earlier you start researching scholarships, the more time you would have to find the right ones for you and prepare your applications. There are many different types of scholarships available, so it is important for you to take the time to find the ones that match your qualifications and goals. There are so many scholarships on the net. There are so many scholarships that will come your way, but you don't just tap into any scholarship because it is scholarship abroad. So the moment you see a scholarship opportunity abroad, you are interested in going for that particular scholarship. You have to take your time, go through the scholarship, know exactly what they are looking for, and check whether the requirements, the goals, the aspirations, the values of that particular scholarship, whatever the scholarship comes with, matches with your qualification, matches with your your aspirations and goals. It is fundamentally important. So one mistake that we do is we not researching on scholarships. So if you have the mindset, or if you have that that willingness to apply for scholarship and go abroad, one mistake you must avoid is you not starting your research early. You know it. Another mistake that we must avoid is missing the scholarship application deadline. Most people, I remember there was a time back in school where I saw an MTN scholarship for students, and every requirement that they wanted, I had every requirement. Instead of me going through the scholarship, and knowing exactly what to do, knowing the deadline for the scholarship, the moment I saw the requirement, I was like, oh, I think this one, because I saw so many scholarships that would take about 2 or 3 weeks. But this MTN scholarship, I was supposed to apply within 2 days. So the day that I saw, the following day, then the next 2 days was the deadline. I thought the deadline would be in about 2 weeks time. So I think after 3 or 4 days, I decided that, okay, this is the time that I have for me to apply for this scholarship. So I was going to apply, and I saw that, it was deadline for me. So never make this mistake. The moment you go through a scholarship, try to find out the scholarship deadline date. That I try to apply for that particular scholarship. You must find out. It is very, very important. Most people do not find out the scholarship deadline, and when they apply, they will go through all the processes by the time that they would realize the deadline, or it is deadline for that particular scholarship, and whatever stress, whatever processes that they had to go through, it becomes in vain. 3, not following the instructions carefully. So like I said, when the moment there is a scholarship, you must follow the instructions. So each scholarship has its own specific application requirements. So it is important to read the instructions carefully and follow them to the letter. Failure to do so could disqualify you from consideration. Requirements, instructions. There are some instructions. So in the probably one of the instructions is that when writing your CV, I'm just giving you an example. When writing your CV, maybe you are supposed to include maybe a soft copy of your passport picture. You don't know because you did not read that particular instruction. Like in the application of scholarship, you must take every sentence seriously. Every sentence you must take it seriously. Like it is very important. So instructions, you need to follow them carefully. The right word over here is carefully. So please take note of this. Not paying attention to the requirements. Carefully read and understand the scholarship requirement to ensure the application aligns with them. It is just like the other one. Requirements, instructions. What is required of you? It is like where I wouldn't explain. It is just like the other one. Instructions and requirements. Now the fifth one is not proofreading your application materials. Let me read before I explain this. Before you submit your application, be sure to proofread all of your materials carefully for any errors in grammar, spelling, or punctuation. A sloppy application will make a bad impression on the scholarship committee. So you are done with the application. When writing, let's say, statement of purpose, when writing your goals, your aspirations, when writing your study plan and everything, you must make sure you proofread everything. When what should be you proofread everything. Say, okay, you take your time, go through it again. Okay, at this point where I am, I think I need to put a punctuation mark over here. There was a sentence that I wrote or I typed that there was no full stop. I need to put a full stop over there. It is fundamentally important for you to note this. Okay, it is very, very, very important that you note this so that you don't find yourself wanting. You don't give a bad impression of yourself. Say you are not good when it comes to speaking English. Meanwhile, you've given these people, you've given the scholarship committee, what is it called? You've given them a letter of English proficiency. You've given them your English proficiency letter to prove that you can read and understand English. And in reading and understanding English, you submit a scholarship application which includes your statement of purpose and study plan and punctuations, basa, grammar, basa. It would go a long way to affect your application, and maybe you might not be considered for your scholarship. So please note this particular mistake. Proofread after the whole application. Proofread. It is very, very important. 6. Writing a poor essay. Craft a compelling and well-structured essay that effectively communicates your goals, experiences, and why you deserve the scholarship. So why do you deserve the scholarship? When we say poor essay, it's not about the grammar. Poor essay is about how you arrange each paragraph, knowing perfectly that if I'm from this statement, I am moving on to this, which you group your sentences or you group your paragraph according to importance. You understand? Which is very important to come first, which is very important to come second. You have to ask yourself so it is very important that when you are doing all these things, when you are writing your statement of purpose, study plan, and all the, speak to someone who has applied for scholarship abroad before. Speak to people that have much knowledge about them. Most people, we have this mentality that in Africa, whether you so it is very, very important. Let's eradicate that mentality and involve people to help us in the application of scholarship abroad. The last one is not getting your letters of recommendation on time. Now I tell people this, especially final year students, that when applying for a scholarship, or final year student, after you are done with school, try as much as possible to speak to your lecturers to give you a letter of recommendation, a general letter of recommendation with their email on it. So in case the people that you are applying the scholarship to when you include your letter of recommendation, there is the email of your lecturer. They can contact him directly and they will speak to him directly. You understand what I'm trying to say? So not getting your letters of recommendation on time, it is important to give your recommenders plenty of time to write their letters. Be sure to ask them for letters at least a month in advance of the scholarship deadline, so you know that you should understand that 1 month to the scholarship deadline, that is where you are supposed to speak to your lecturers for them to give you a letter of recommendation. You might be living at Takrade, you might be living at Sunyane, you attend school at KNUST, or you attend school at Legon. Now, you attending school at Legon or KNUST, how would you get it early? Because if you are not, sometimes these lecturers, if you are not there, they also have their personal problems. They are teaching. If you are not there in person, that is what I'm saying. Who be school? Try as much as possible to get your scholarship, to get your recommendation letter, or maybe a month or 2 months after school. Go and get your recommendation letter for future purposes. Understand? So be avoiding these common mistakes. You can enhance your scholarship application and increase your chances of securing financial assistance for your education. So avoid these mistakes that we've talked about. Make sure you include someone who has much knowledge than you. So this is where I'm going to end everything. If you believe strongly there was something that I was supposed to include that I didn't include, please comment in the comment section for me, or let me know what you think about this particular video in the comment section. Like, share. I'm pleading with you. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification button so that anytime I post a video, you get notified. My name is Kwadwo Safo. I love you.